In this video, we have a lot to discuss. A huge new leak has confirmed Tesla has plans for a massive and immediate expansion in China. This has huge implications, which we'll discuss. And Tesla stock has one of its most volatile and violent days of all time. The stock swinging $100, that's $100 billion in market cap in a single day. And before we get into today's video, I just want to send my love to everyone from or currently in Ukraine. Stay safe, everyone. So let's get into the video. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can get 2 free stocks with WeBull, a free stock with Stake, free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and free Bitcoin with BlockFi, and the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment themed merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. No, I'm sounding like a broken record, but there's rarely a dull moment when it comes to being invested in Tesla stock. Today was one of the craziest, most volatile and violent days I can recall. Tesla stock hit a low today of $700, yet closed over $800, swinging more than $100, which is about $100 billion in market cap in a single day. The situation in Ukraine at the moment caused huge widespread global panic throughout stock markets everywhere, everything opening down in the morning, Tesla stock opening down about $64 below where it closed yesterday, before almost immediately rallying and continuing to climb for the rest of the day, closing up almost 5% in a day where it opened down over $60. Insanity. Let me know in the comments below if anyone was able to buy the dip. It's impossible to know what will happen from here. Are we past peak fear, or is this just the beginning? And now onto the big news of the day. And when I say big news, I mean gigantic news. Well, at least if you're a Tesla investor. Over on the Reuters website, quote, Tesla plans new Shanghai plant to more than double China capacity from sources. Tesla plans to start work on a new plant in Shanghai as soon as next month. Hold up. Did you guys hear that? Were you paying attention? One more time, let's read that again. This is kind of fucking big. Tesla plans to start work on a new plant in Shanghai as soon as next month. Just in case you don't know, we're a week away from next month. Just pointing that out. As part of a plan to more than double production capacity in China to meet growing demand for its cars in the country and export markets, 2 people familiar with the matter told Reuters. I think I'm going to be repeating myself a lot, but again, this is huge news. Once the plant is fully operational, Tesla will have the capacity to produce up to 2 million cars per year at its expanded Shanghai facility, the company's main export hub, according to the people who asked not to be identified in discussing the still private matters. This is why this is a massive leak. We're not meant to know about it yet. The new plant will be located in the vicinity of its existing production base. Tesla, naturally, declined to comment. The expansion, if it goes ahead, would give Tesla EV dedicated production capacity in the world's largest auto market on par with more established brands in China. In comparison, this is really important, guys, so pay attention. Toyota Motor Corporation, who still aren't sure whether or not people want to buy electric vehicles, won't go down that rabbit hole today, produced 1.6 million vehicles in China in 2021. You see where I'm going with this? Toyota, one of, if not the world's largest automotive manufacturers by vehicles sold per year, producing 1.6 million vehicles per year in China. Tesla, once the expansion is completed, will be producing more vehicles in China alone than Toyota does. And I just want to remind everyone watching about Tesla's stated goal, 20 million electric vehicles sold in 2030. That's what they're aiming for. Toyota, at their peak, maybe around 10 million vehicles per year. A lot of bears will argue, how on earth will Tesla ever get to 20 million vehicles per year? No other companies ever sold more than 10, 11 million in a single year. Well, here's a great start. Just outsell the world's largest automotive manufacturer in every single market, and you're already past them. And if you continue to scale up, next minute you're doing 20 million plus per year. GM produced 1.4 million units with its Chinese partners. Volkswagen plans to have capacity to make 1 million EVs, by the way, this is different from total vehicles, just to be clear, by 2023. In other words, Tesla is running the away with it, and they're continuing to grow at an ever faster rate. China is the world's most important market for vehicles. Obviously, I'm talking about electric vehicles because they are the only kind of vehicles, they are the future. Forget ICE, it's dead. It's irrelevant. Tesla's immediate expansion in China is tactically brilliant. Tesla started production at its Shanghai plant, also known as the Gigafactory 3, haven't heard that one for a while, less than a year after breaking ground. Also extremely important, at the rate the Berlin factory is going with all the fucking bureaucracy and red tape, this expansion will probably be producing vehicles before Berlin is. Just kidding, but only slightly. Plant makes the Model 3 sedan and the Model Y crossover. Expansion plans for the existing plant aim to put Tesla on track to produce around 1 million vehicles this year, two sources familiar with the expansion plans told Reuters. Just to be clear, that's the existing facility, not the new plant. Though one said this also depended on the availability of parts. Tesla has projected to take its weekly production to about 22,000 vehicles. Insane numbers. At the plant in the coming months, one of the sources said. That production rate would amount to about 1.1 million vehicles over a year, more than double the plant's original projected capacity. Now, I do just want to be clear here because this was obvious. I mean, I'm on the record. If you guys really want to dig through it, find some of my old videos. I called this. Shanghai was always a 1+ million vehicle per year facility. Always. Tesla told us. Oh yeah, maybe 500,000 a year? That's called under-promising and over-delivering, okay? If you actually think about things strategically, hang on a minute, world's largest EV market, it's growing like crazy. Why on earth would you make a factory that can only produce 500,000 vehicles per year in its first stage? That's moronic. Things have changed a lot in the last couple of years. Tesla now doing a brilliant job of managing expectations. They are sandbagging the flying out of everything, constantly. This is just what they do. The article continues, Shanghai has been a supporter of Tesla's establishment of a wholly owned factory in China, the first foreign auto plant not required to form a joint venture with a Chinese partner. In a regulatory filing with Shanghai earlier this week, Tesla said it planned to expand parts production at its Shanghai factory, hiring additional workers and running its factory for longer in a day to meet growing export demand. Keep in mind, every vehicle that Tesla exports from China is the most profitable vehicles anywhere, so the more vehicles they're making in China, the better, even if many of them are being exported. This is the ideal export hub. Quote, Tesla sales have surged in China and its Shanghai factory has become a crucial export hub to markets such as Germany and Japan. Last year, Tesla's China-made cars accounted for around half of the 936,000 vehicles it delivered globally. So let's talk about why this is such enormous news. Tesla's most profitable vehicles are the vehicles made in China. China is the world's most important EV market. So Tesla's investing in production capacity for export from their most profitable geographic location, China, and massively expanding in China at the same time. Winning, winning, winning. Why else does this matter? China's speed. As I mentioned moments ago in this very video, Tesla still hasn't been able to open their Berlin factory. I don't even know, what's it like 8, 9 months behind schedule now? Why? German red tape in bureaucracy. Meanwhile, in China, for some strange unknown reason, you just seem to be able to get stuff done a lot faster. And when I say a lot faster, I really do mean it, as we heard in the Reuters article. Less than 12 months after breaking ground, Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory was producing vehicles. That's insane. So this expansion, in the worst case, less than a year. Let's think about this for a moment. Tesla's Shanghai factory already close to 1 million vehicles per year in terms of its run rate. It's only been in operation for about 2 years. So 2 years from now, 2024, give or take, Tesla in China should produce 2 million vehicles per year, many for export and many to be sold locally in China. And they'll be the most profitable vehicles Tesla's making anywhere on Earth. I'm going to talk about the numbers and the profound implications for Tesla stock investors in just a moment. But before I do want to point out that I called this China expansion literally. If you go back to around the time the Austin factory was announced on my Patreon exclusive Q&As, people have been asking constantly, where's the next Gigafactory going to be? Over and over and over. Every single time I've said the exact same thing. The next one will be in China. Probably get another one in Europe after that, and probably another one in the US after that. So to be clear, whether you want to consider this an expansion of the existing Shanghai facility or a totally new China plant, the same point. Tesla needed more capacity in China ASAP, and now we've learned about it. But the thing that surprised me, it's not the China expansion, that was obvious. It's how soon it's going to be done. We're currently looking at my Tesla valuation model in the bull case. For those that don't know, it's available exclusively on Patreon for supporters at the investor support level and above. View only mode, there's also a baller level. You can download the whole thing if you really want to, although I recommend people make their own model. This is also what produces my price targets, also available exclusively on Patreon, link in the pinned comment. But I just want to show you what I thought was the bull case scenario for Tesla. Not like a hyper bullish scenario, everything goes perfectly, but most things that can go right do go right. This is where we end up. And I was expecting in 2024, Tesla to do about 4.25 million vehicles in 24. But let's look at how that breaks down. I've got 740,000 coming out of Fremont. Again, continued expansion, deleting parts and processes, increasing output. Fairly obvious, right? Fremont will continue to expand over time. Shanghai, I had it less than 1.3 million vehicles. Well, spoiler alert, this is clearly going to be 2+ million vehicles in 24. I've got Berlin and Austin each producing a little over 1 million in the same year. How do we do the math on that? It's pretty simple. First year, give or take 150, 175,000. The next year, close to 6, 7, and then we're at around 1 mil. So again, this is my bull case and I fucked up completely. Tesla's going to crush this. I'm probably off by about 1 million units in my bull case because I was too bearish in my bull case. I'm an idiot. You know, deluded Tesla fanboy from YouTube massively underestimates the company. Again, This is what Tesla does. It seems that my bull case scenario for Tesla production in 2024 was about 20% below what Tesla's going to do in the worst case. And I for one hope Tesla continues to embarrass me and make a mockery of my supposedly bullish projections. Here's a challenge to anyone watching who works at Tesla. Please do your best to make me look like an idiot for underestimating you. Again, I'm going to have to completely overhaul my estimates for Tesla, my valuation model, my price target. Everything will be changing in the next 24 to 48 hours as I work through the implications of this massive expansion in China. I knew it was coming. I didn't expect it to be quite this soon. If you're already supporting the channel on Patreon, stay tuned. Those updates will be posted as soon as they're available. And for everyone else, if you're curious, if you want to see my Tesla stock price targets, which my valuation model produces, you can get exclusive access to those on Patreon at all support levels. So sign up using the card in the corner or the link at the pinned comment. When I've had more time to work through the implications, I'll be sharing all of my thoughts here on YouTube. So don't worry, you're not missing out on too much if you don't have access to my valuation model or my price targets. But I do want to underscore one more time. This news is absolutely fucking gigantic. It's going to be reported about in the media here and there. Certainly you'll hear about it on YouTube and Twitter. But I'm telling you right now, 99% of people just won't do the math. They're not going to understand the opportunity or how big this news is. Fremont's going to be producing well in excess of 500,000 vehicles per year in 2024. Probably 700,000 plus in my opinion. Shanghai, 2+ million. Berlin and Austin will be well in excess of 1 million vehicles per year. Tesla could be at 5 million vehicles per year. 5 million plus per year in 2024. 2 years from now. And remember, the more vehicles Tesla produces, the more data they collect for autonomy, but more importantly than that, the further their costs plummet to actually produce the vehicles, economies of scale come into play, buying more parts, sharing parts in common, but also new manufacturing techniques, deleting parts and processes, things like the gigacasting. So the short story, the more vehicles Tesla produces, the more profitable they become and or the cheaper they can sell them to consumers. But spoiler alert, they don't need to do that. In fact, the opposite is true. They've been forced to raise their prices over the last 12 plus months because wait times are insane. I don't know what else to say. This announcement today may be the final hammer blow for legacy automotive manufacturers. Here I was thinking some of these manufacturers might survive until the later part of this decade. Well, if Tesla keeps moving at this pace, their demise may come even sooner than we expect. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts about this expansion? Did you see it coming? Are you surprised? Have you done the math? Have you done the numbers? How many vehicles do you think Tesla will produce in 2024? And don't forget, you can support the channel on Patreon, as I mentioned earlier. Card in corner, link in the pinned comment, tons of exclusive content, and of course, exclusive access to my Tesla stock price targets all the way out until 2031, bear case, base case, and a bull case. And obviously, a huge update to my Tesla price targets just around the corner. And of course, that also includes major updates to my Tesla valuation model, integrating this new information about Shanghai. All of my estimates for production will be going up. Basically, everything's just going up by a lot. The question is, will I learn my lesson about underestimating Tesla? Probably not. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan, this is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can get 2 free stocks with WeBull, a free stock with Stake, free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and free Bitcoin with BlockFi, and the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment themed merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. And if you're still watching, you're awesome. I read every single comment on this channel and I really appreciate your feedback. So if you've got any thoughts on today's video, questions, comments, or suggestions for a new video, let me know in the comments below. Check the cards on screen now to browse the merch store, join Patreon, or watch the next video.